Today we will introduce Easythreed 3D printer, which is a small 3D printer, cheap and effective, designed for kids and starters. It's like a toy. It has a small build plate of 10 cm, which is sufficient for starters and kids and many small applications. It's easy to use, has only 4 buttons and lightweight, about 2 kg only. Assembly also easy, about 15 minutes sufficient to assemble. You can check the video for assembly in the YouTube and in the manual, and it has good specification comparable to standard 3D printers. It features that the printing is almost silent, is very comfortable, not noisy like the big standard 3D printers. I will show you here how to start printing 3D printing using Easythreed X1 3D printer, which is designed for kids and starters. You open Tinkercad, which is free web 3D design, so you can create your free account and create a new design, then put a box, choose the correct measurement to make it to add a hollow inside. To make it as a box, you need to add another box, so we copy that box, and now we change the dimensions of the internal box, the yellow one. We reduce it 4 millimeters so that the thickness of the hole becomes 2 millimeters from each side. So use the function in the Tinkercad to align the 2 boxes exactly to each other. We check now, it's not completely aligned. Check again. From this side is not aligned, so align again. This function is very helpful in Tinkercad. So now they are aligned perfectly, but when the red box need to push down to the ground, so now they are aligned. So now we make the yellow box, the internal one, as a hollow. So click hole, so it become whole now. Then we combine together, group the 2 shapes together, so now it become like a box. We raise up the yellow box 2 millimeters also up, so that it will make a base down. Then we export as STL, because STL is the file that the slicer of the printer can open. So we open the Easyware, which is a kids friendly slicer software for 3D printing. So choose the language English, then the printer X1, X2, the filament PLA. So load the file that the STL file that we downloaded. This printer allow up to 10 cm, so we make our box below less than 10 cm. So you can click one key, or if you want a little bit customization, you can customize the slicing. So here we want to remove the raft and replace it with skirt, because the raft is designed to make the model stick strongly to the bed of the 3D printer. But this model is box already, has a very big basement, so it doesn't need raft. So we just make a skirt. So we slice, then we save to SD card. So now we start 3D printing. Let's now start printing. Put the SD card in the slot inside the printer. You can see the printer is small and easy to use. So after that, click minus. It will flash very fast, meaning that wait until the nozzle get heated, because we want to replace the filament with the yellow fluorescent filament. So now we wait until the minus button flash slowly. So this printer has only 4 buttons, very easy to use. Make sure you put only one file in the SD card. So now it flashes slowly, so we take up the filament. So we can see, take out the filament, then we click plus. Plus is to insert the new filament. Since it's hot, it's automatically flush slowly, meaning that you can push the filament now, load the filament. That before that we call it unload filament. Now we load the filament. As far it's flushing slowly, so it's already hot and you can push the filament. So you need to push slightly strongly and hold the extruder. If it start flush fast, meaning that wait again. Wait until it become hot. Now continue push the filament until you see the filament come out from the nozzle. You can see now the filament is going out easily from the nozzle, and you can see that the new color is already came out. So now you can start printing. The printer now is ready to use. Better clean the nozzle with the forceps. It's easy now. Click home first. So the printer will home the Z axis. Then click on button, the last button that is flashing now, meaning that it's working. So the printer will home the axis first, then it will start printing. So try to watch the first layer. If the first layer go correctly, then usually the print will continue correctly. So it looks like it's okay. Always watch the first layer if need to clean or need to adjust anything. You can see now the filament is extruded and printed on the printer bed. or what we call it building plate. So now after some time you can see that the printer is going okay. And this printer is really suitable for kids because it's silent, very low noise. After some time you can see the design that we made in Tinkercad is being built in the build plate. This is the box after finished printing. Now we want to print a label, 5 ringgit. So we open Tinkercad, then we insert text, we type the text. You can also put the text on like a small thin rectangle, or actually the printer can do it automatically. So just type the text you want. I will show you how you can choose the correct support so that the printer will do like a base for the text. Export as STL again. Better you change the name. Export STL and open Easyware software. Open the STL file. You can see the writing there. So now we also click custom. So we make sure that the support is raft, because the raft is type of support or build plate support that make a continuous layer under the material, under the model, so it become easy to stick on the model. Here is the label that we printed. You can see it's two color because I changed the filament during the printing, which is one of the hacks that you can use to print two colors with X1. And this is the box that we got at the end together with the label. So we use the double tape to stick the label on the box. If you are not satisfied with the raft, always you can add a base under the writing, then change the support to square.